Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name is Brad. If you're new here, welcome. In today's video, seeing as it is almost spring, I hear the birds chirping. Temperatures are going to get warmer. Today what we're going to do is a review of a new cooler that I received from ICECO. This is the ICECO JP40. It's a brand new cooler that they're putting out. In this video, I'm going to go through all its features, its benefits, and then let you know some things that I'm not too fond about. So this cooler has some interesting features that we're going to kind of walk through, okay? Some maybe you're used to seeing, some you're not. Starting up top, it's got two ways to open it. There's two handles, so you can open it either side, so it doesn't really matter which way the cooler is sitting. It's meant to be able to accessible. Now we're going to get to this in a second, but that's actually one of the issues that I have with this cooler. But in theory, you can open both sides without issue. Okay, so but we'll get back to that a little bit later. Along the side here is kind of just some metal, a magnetic area. ICECO also sells a portable battery that you can kind of buy and slap on the side of here so that you can actually run the electric cooler off of that battery and charge some other gear and all that. We are going to be running it off this Bluetti battery. This is what we used on our trip. This is the Bluetti EB55. It's a 540 watt hour battery. And we use this little guy to run this cooler all weekend. And one of my favorite things about this cooler is that it really just sips power. I mean, it's quiet, number one. Number two, it draws just about nothing. So we were able to keep everything cold over the weekend, no issues. The battery didn't run dry. I didn't charge the battery during the weekend. So it is a very efficient fridge for sure. So let me plug this in to the battery here, and we'll see the generator kick on. There it goes. I mean, you have to listen for it. It's that quiet. I mean, it is a very, very quiet fridge. You can actually plug it in. They have both sides of this have a plug-in to charge for. So it doesn't matter which side you're plugging into. It does come, so I'm running this off a 12 volt now. It does come with an adapter that you can just plug it into a regular 120 volt, 110. No issues there. Coming up top here, let's see, so if we want to get colder, so I have it set to 37. Obviously I just plugged it in. It's on max cool right now. I think you can see that. Yeah, max cool, how many volts it's running, current temperature. It does have a battery protection, so if you're running this off of your car battery or something like that, you can set it to different levels where this will, when it detects that the voltage drops, it'll go ahead and shut this whole cooler off so that you're not draining your batteries. Another feature this has, a couple features this has inside, there's actually UV lights here. So it uses UV light to help sanitize the interior when you have this shut. That's an automatic setting. It can be turned off up front. If you hear it, it beeps. There's some beeping happening because I have this open and it's plugged in. It's telling me shut the lid. So those are some pretty cool features. This is the JP40, like I said. This will hold, it's 42 quarts. They say it will hold 52 cans of soda, beer, that sort of thing. So we thought this was the perfect size for a weekend, right? So we were able to stick all our drinks in here, some food, snacks, sandwiches, all of that in here for a family of 5. Everybody had no issues there. It would not be a fridge that I would use thinking I'm going to get like a week's worth of food or something out of this. But for just a weekend, something like that, like I said, it is very, like, it's pretty deep in here. It goes down to like my elbow. So, and then this is JP40. There is a JP50. There is a larger size if you're looking for a little more capacity. Up front here, there are this setting button. see if I hold this down, that I can switch either eco mode. If you really wanted to draw less power, you switch it into eco, versus max for fast cooling. And if you don't like the UV settings, you push both buttons here, I think. Yeah, and that takes out that little red whatever's, and that tells you that the UV is off. Now it's back on. So pretty simple display. Like I said, it's one zone. Yeah, the other thing that they really worked hard on this is it's designed to fit nicely. Say you got a Wrangler or something, you need to fit in the back area. Or for me, like I said, the Gladiator, one of the issues I'm having is I have this tonneau cover that comes over top, and some of my coolers wouldn't allow me to shut the top, okay? I know a lot of folks, especially in the overlanding community, will have just an open truck bed, but we were also out with some folks that had stuff stolen out of their truck bed. So I like to have mine covered when possible. We have another ICECO big chest freezer that, if you stick around, I want to show you that the shape that that's in, because that thing is a beast. We've been very happy with that. But it doesn't fit. I can't stick it in here and shut my cover. It's too high. So I'm going to just show you, like I said, with this, if you have a Gladiator and you're thinking, can I shut my top? Yes, you can. So let me get this set up here and show you guys how that works. There, as you can see, I won't latch it down, but cover is completely shut, and that cooler sits in there just right. And actually, so we were, like I said, we do off-roading. We were out on the trails. This thing's shaking all around. My truck's in all these weird angles, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I forgot to strap down the cooler. It's probably flying all over there. But then I realized, because it is such a snug fit here, that it actually, with the cover on, didn't have any room to roll over or anything like that. So, I mean, to me, it's the perfect size to go in the back of your truck. Again, with the cover, everything stays down, everything stays secure. That was pretty sweet, actually. All right, guys, so I unplugged it just a second. It does come with a cover that has pouches to put your cords and whatnot that come with it. I wanted to show you just again some of the issues with the lid. So again, here it's on the ground. I'm going to try to pull up here. It's not engaging. If I push down, it'll pop loose. So I really think something to do with the clearance here. It could be just mine. I don't know. Obviously, I don't have several of these, but if you're having any issues there, it's almost like you got to push it down to seat it well. But it does work with that. But definitely don't yank up high on these. These just have little plastic retainers that easily pop out. So again, of everything I've seen here, and it's especially bad this morning. It's a little chilly this morning. I don't know why it's so bad this morning. But I didn't have that issue on the camping trip. Once we got it open, it was easy to open and shut. So, in fact, I was just giving it a little wiggle. So again, I don't know if any of the altitude changes or the temperature, if it's stuff is swelling maybe. But as you can see, there's these little retaining clips here, off the side here and here that are just plastic. And so that would be kind of my one drawback with this cooler, is that I've found it at times can be difficult, especially, you know, we loaded this up here. We're in North Carolina near the mountains. We loaded up here. We drove through the mountains to Windrock. When I got to camp, man, I couldn't get this thing open. The next morning I was able to play with it a little bit and get it open. I didn't know some coolers have a drain. There's a drain down there. I ended up pulling this drain out so that it could pressurize better. So that's been done. And that helps some. But like I said, the lid can be a little touchy at times. But I think I've figured it out that if you just push down, it works wonderfully. So, all right, guys, so there is the JP40 from ICECO. Like I said, super cool fridge freezer, right? It can be a freezer or a fridge, but not both at the same time. Love it because it fits in the back of my truck. I can put that cover down. It's got plenty of storage for the weekend. So if you're going out on a weekend, you want to bring your drinks, some snacks, some food, awesome to fit there. There is a bigger size, the JP40, if you need it. It's got some cool features like that UV light we talked about that kind of helps sterilize food. The fact that you have a cover, if you need a cover to help really keep it insulated, or under here, that metal strip that you can attach their portable battery to. Overall, very well thought out. One drawback, like we had mentioned, being that lid for me. I wish the lid was a little bit more sturdy, and the ability to kind of engage and disengage that would be helpful. But like I said, every time I push down and seat it firmly and then pull up, it opens fine. So that's your cheat code. But I guess I wish you didn't need a cheat code. But overall, ICECO, awesome quality. I'm gonna take you out back here in our house and show you where we have the super large ICECO freezer that we've had for about a year, and show you how we keep that. So if you want to see that, stick around. If not, we'll see you guys again next time. So guys, here we have, like I said, I was going to show you, this is Iceco VL60. We've had it for over a year. This is a dual zone. We do have both sides going to freezer. This thing just sits outside on this deck. No protection. And I'm not sure I would recommend that. I don't think I would recommend that, but at this point, it's been through several rainstorms. You can see that it's kind of, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of bleached up here, a different color from the sun. When it really rains, oh, here's the original color. So I don't know if you can tell the difference in that here, but maybe not, but definitely faded from the sun. When it gets a downpour, this cover protects for sure in light rain. So if you're looking at these things and you're wondering, can it go in the back of my truck, handle a little bit of water? I would say at this point, absolutely. If I get a downpour, there'll be moisture up under here. But overall, this cover protects it pretty well. And like I said, we've had this thing running nonstop. You can see we've got some condensation for sure going on, so this thing has been at it for a while and it just keeps running. I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed with the quality that ICECO's putting into their compressors that they use, and just, this thing is a tank, man. It's a big old 60 liter, 60 something, man, 60 quart, I guess. Big old 60 quart cooler. So highly recommend the ICECO brand. I think you get a lot of value for what you're paying. So anyway, that is my story.